So my name is Nico Antuna Cooper. I'm a third-year MFA candidate at the UTEP Bilingual Creative Writing Program from El Paso. So this has been an interesting experience working with so many people that have arrived here to the borderland from many different places, and to kind of see their perspective on it. Growing up here, things like bilingualism and biculturalism, you don't really notice them, like a fish doesn't notice water because it's swimming in it all the time. But for other people that come from other places, both more of the people from Latin America and the people from other parts of the United States, all of them notice that it's a different type of experience, and I think that that's something very valuable. Yeah, so I think bilingualism is probably the best asset of this program, being able to interact with people and jump between languages, being able to express yourself in different languages. I think it's really a unique thing, and nobody has done it like our program. I think our program is probably the first one to include any type of bilingualism. So being able to switch back and forth and kind of express yourself in whatever way you want to is really kind of empowering. The workshop dynamic in our program is a bit different. It goes along with the bilingualism. I enjoy being able to turn in work in English and Spanish and being able to get really good feedback from people depending on what language it was. Workshop, I hadn't really done a lot of workshop before I started this program, and I think it's helped me to improve my writing. So the class that I think has had the most impact on me was the introductory course with Dr. Pierola. It was very, very difficult. I'd never done anything that intense as the first semester of this MFA program. And at the time, I did lose my head quite a bit. But I just think, the level of literature that I was exposed to, the level of theory, a lot of the theory I didn't necessarily agree with, but some of it was really, had a big impact on who I was and the way I approached literature, the way I approached writing. And I feel like, even just being exposed to that, reading it, understanding it, analyzing it, has impacted me and made me a richer person for it. So my current work, I'm in my thesis here, so I'm working on a book of multimedia poetry called Burning, talking about the artist experience, my own personal experience going from the different stages in the desert, from dryness to water to evaporation, transcendence, kind of putting that in a social context, in an environmental context, and in an emotional context as well. I'm also an artist. I've done a number of art showings since I've been here. I did a chapbook called Las Lluvias, where I included bilingual poetry, also included certain paintings that I did. So I'm trying to bring that all together with my final work.